What's happening, people, and welcome to another team review. My name is Dirty Mike, and if you're new to this series, it's all about giving you the ins and outs and breaking down some of the top squads in FIFA 13. And in this CP, we've got the French powerhouse, PSG, one of my favorite squads to use, and I know a lot of people are all about them. Anytime you have a player like Ibrahimovic, he's just that good. The only other attacking player that's on his level is Ronaldo. I would say it goes Ronaldo, Ibra, and then everybody else is a little bit lower down the totem pole. There's nobody else really on those guys' level in terms of scoring goals and being consistent. And let's get right into this. The first formation we're going to be looking at is the 4-1-2-1-2, which is an amazing formation with PSG. I actually think this squad has the best personnel for this formation out of any team in the game. And the reason I don't normally show custom tactics, I've been getting a couple comments here and there, is because I like to tell you what you should look to add and what you should look to incorporate. Instead of giving you the exact custom tactics, it lets you play around with it a little bit and add your own little creativity, because everybody's playstyle is a little bit different. But in the future, if you want me to show you exactly what I'm using with each squad, I have no problem doing that. Let me know below in the comment box. But that's why I usually don't show you, is because I know which things are more important to have at a high or a low. But once again, everyone is a little bit unique in FIFA. I don't play the same way as you. He doesn't play the same way as the next guy, and that's typically why I don't show you an exact setup. Moving on. And with PSG, what makes them head and shoulders above most squads is just the attacking front 4 or 5, and then such a consistent back line led by Thiago Silva. So you have Ibrahimovic and Lavezzi, which is one of the best partnerships if you're running 2 strikers, and that's because you have a guy that's just all pace and finishing and skill moves in Lavezzi. And then in Ibra, you got this powerful 5-star skiller. He's so consistent. Anything near or around the box, and it's an automatic finish. Pastore in the middle to facilitate. And then you've got 2 wingers that are some of my favorite. Lucas is so deadly and clinical. And then on the other side, you've got Menez, and he does about the same. Matuidi as a CDM. A lot of players here that can do all sorts of things. I was scoring goals left and right. And in terms of tactics, I do like to play very fast build-up, quick passing. I'm trying to score goals. I want to get forward. I typically switch between balanced and defensive. Sometimes I'll even go attacking if I'm really feeling myself or I don't respect my opponent in terms of his attacking capabilities. It gets a little risky when you're trying to push a lot of people forward. But you want to get players in the box. You want to get people to support Ibrahimovic because he's going to give you opportunities to score goals. Plain and simple, he holds onto the ball better than anyone in the game. If you have somebody else that holds onto the ball better than Ibra, let me know below. But I don't think it's there. Nobody has better ball skill combined with strength in the game. It's just unbelievable. He's a one-of-a-kind player, and that's what makes him such a standout performer. And I scored so many goals with Ibra. I just scored a ton of goals with PSG. And the second formation we're going to be looking at is the 3-4-3, and that's just because I was feeling very confident after playing in the money 4-1-2-1-2, which is the best formation with PSG. Once again, if I haven't said that yet, easily the best formation with PSG. If you want consistency, you want to be able to defend and attack, that's the one. And on the defensive line, I like to use cover. I've said this many times that offside trap is a bit of a gamble. I usually play on narrow, and I do try to pressure here and there. You can turn it on and off. You can either play very defensive and a little slower with PSG, but I prefer to go higher pressure and try to force my opponent into mistakes and then give my attacking players opportunities to score goals. Counterattacking with this team works so well because of the players that you have that can pass and shoot and score and skill moves. You're going to see some great goals just in the highlights for this. I had just a blast, and I didn't lose a game. I went undefeated, 8 wins, 0 losses, which is cool. I love when that happens, especially when I'm using the Primo teams. I scored 32 goals while conceding 6, and Ibra led all scores hands down. I believe he had 16 goals, and then Menez, Lavezzi, Pastore, Lucas, that whole group pitched in. Each of them scored 3 to 4 goals to add to the total, which is not a big deal. And this team might be a little bit weaker on the defensive end if you didn't have Thiago Silva holding it down. Sacco also works well. And you got a lot of pace on the right back, Vanderwill. And then you got old man over there, Maxwell, but it works out well. They're typically in position for the most part. I will say this, outside backs do push forward. They're looking to get involved in the attack, and it can leave you a little bit, I guess, open to counterattacks if you lose the ball in the wrong places on the pitch. But that's just FIFA. if you make mistakes in the middle of the pitch, there's a good chance that you're going to be counterattacked. So you got to be a little careful in terms of giving the ball away and holding possession. But love this team. Very little I can say negative about PSG. You're easily a tier 1 squad. Top 5 teams in the game, in my opinion. Try out the 4-1-2-1-2. If you enjoyed this review, make sure to drop a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and follow me on Twitter at Mike09USA. I have a lot more content coming for you ASAP.